Hello and welcome back to Expert Examiner IELTS. Let's check out a candidate's speaking performance in the practice IELTS speaking test. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Glyn. Would you please tell me your full name?
Good afternoon. My name is Diana Vinogradova.
And what should I call you?
Just Diana. That's okay.
Okay, thanks, Diana. Now, in this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Do you work or do you study?
I work and study at the same time
Mhm.
now.
And what are you studying?
I'm studying hospitality and I'm working at a hotel. So it's like the practice for my
Mhm.
studying.
And how long have you been working at this hotel?
At this certain hotel, I've been working for almost 2 years on different positions.
Mhm.
And so now I'm night manager.
And what do you enjoy most about your job?
I enjoy working with people because they're so different, and I like challenging moments with our guests where I can um, help them or talk to them and see how helpful and how useful I am.
Okay, now I'd like to move on and talk about health. Is it important for you to eat healthy food?
Yes, it is important, but unfortunately, I don't follow my own rules.
Why not?
Because it's hard to eat healthy all the time. Sometimes you crave for something not so healthy, or like junk food or something.
And if you get sick or if you catch a cold, what do you do to make you feel better?
Usually, I just sleep all the time. It makes me feel better.
Okay, and now let's move on and talk about clothes. Where do you buy most of your clothes?
Usually, I go to shops in the mall, so it's usual um, shops.
And do you have any favorite shops?
No, I don't have. I just see some clothes and which I like, I buy it. Buy it.
And how do you decide which clothes to buy?
Um, Usually I look at the type of clothes. If I need it, I buy it. But almost the price is one of the main point if I want to buy or not, and the quality.
And finally, have the kinds of clothes that you like changed in recent years?
Can you repeat, please?
hmm Have the kinds of clothes that you like changed in recent years?
Um, Not really. I think everything like the same all the years. I'm not very interesting person in this way in like styling or clothing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, in this part of the test, I'm going to give you a topic, and I would like you to speak about this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. But before that, you will have 1 minute to prepare for your talk, so you may take notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yep. Yep.
Great. So I will now share the topic on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like you to describe a time when you had a disagreement with someone. So
Okay.
your 1 minute preparation time starts now. Okay, so that's the end of your preparation time.
Mhm.
To remind you, you have between 1 and 2 minutes to give your talk, so don't worry if I stop you at the end. Can you start speaking now, please?
So the last time when I had disagreement with someone was at my work. I work at hotel, so it happened a few days ago. It was the argument with my guest who was not very sober, so he wanted to argue with me. And um, this happened because he didn't want to give me his passport, which is necessary to for guests to check into a hotel. And he talked a lot of bad things for me, about me, and how he felt at this moment. And for me, it was like usual situation at work because I used to have a lot of guests like him, and um, I felt a bit nervous, but at the same time, I felt powerful because there is a law on my side. So the situation was fixed, and at the end, he gave me his passport. So that's the whole situation with the disagreement.
Okay, thank you. And does it often happen that you have disagreements with guests?
Yes, it happens often because I work at night, and usually at night there are guests who's not very um, sober, first of all, and usually guests want to sleep, or um, they are in hurry, so they don't want to talk with me
Okay,
about something. So
thank you.
they usually argue.
So you've been describing a time when you had a disagreement with someone. I'd like to move on now and talk about conflict. Um, how important is it to avoid arguing with people?
I think that this is um, important, uh, but not all the time, because it is important when you work in the sphere where you have to avoid these kind of situations. But sometimes there are people um, who are unfair to you, and when you have to stand for yourself and um, tell the truth, tell what you feel, and it's unfair when you just avoiding it and someone else is arguing with you.
And why do you think some people find it difficult to stand up for themselves?
Because sometimes people are not. Uh, I'm sorry. Some people are insecure about how to express themselves, so they find it easier to just ignore or be silent or avoid something like
Hmm. And
difficult situations.
and do you think all people can learn the skill of resolving conflicts?
I think yes, it is possible when you have kind of like a practice in this, when you have theory about uh, different types of people, how to solve problems which were caused by different situations, you actually can um, learn and be um, like most powerful version of yourself.
Do you think something like problem solving should be a subject at school?
I think it would be great for children because school and all of the atmosphere with children, it's for me, it's the most toxic atmosphere. Children, they don't think about someone's feelings and they usually say what they think. So it would be useful for them to teach them solving problems.
Okay, let's continue and talk about communication. How has the way that we communicate with others changed in recent times?
I think nowadays we usually chatting between Um, and we usually use some social nets because it became easier to chat with your friends. You can send them voicemail, you can send them like a video mail when they can hear you, like they can see you. But again, usually we all also have this, I think, tradition to meet each other, to have this uh, warm meetings with your friends and family, maybe in restaurants or some different locations.
And do you think people find it easier to communicate with their friends or with their families?
I think they prefer to communicate with their friends because they can be um, open about their feelings. Because with family, it's usually um, more difficult because family is um, it's like um, in family your parents sometimes don't understand your feelings. When your friends who's usually your age, they can understand you better.
But
And
who do you think knows a person better, their friends or their family?
um, it depends on the relationships between your family or your friends. So I think if you have a good relationship with your mother or father, so they know you better usually than your friend because they know you from the from the moment of birth. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. That is the end of the
Okay.
test.
Okay.
Full feedback on the candidate's performance is coming up very soon. If you'd also like to do a free IELTS practice speaking test with lots of feedback, please do get in touch. Okay, have a wonderful evening, day, afternoon, night, wherever you may be. Thank you.